Hi, it's Teacher Melissa, and today I want to talk to you about my personal policy for something that can be a tiny bit controversial among VIP Kid teachers who teach English to students in China online. So I just want to tell you what I personally do. This is how I feel about it. Look at this, decide if this will work for you or if you'd rather do something different. This is not VIP Kid policy. This is my personal policy. Okay? Are we clear on that? All right. Put on your big girl panties. Don't get them all in a knot if you don't like the way I do it. That's okay. You do you. I'm going to show you what I do. All right? So today I want to talk about students who have chosen an English name for their VIP Kid class, and yet they seem to not understand how that name is pronounced. Now, here's my policy. If they are giving me a Chinese name, they correct me. They tell me how to say it correctly. And I have a video on that. You can go look at it, how I get students to help me pronounce their Chinese name correctly. So if they want to use a Chinese name, great. They are responsible for helping me say it correctly. Now, if they have an English name that's written there, and it's a recognizable English name to me, then it is my job to teach them the English way to say that name. Now, I know in America, parents, kids spell their names all kinds of ways and they can pronounce it any way they want. That's fine. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about non-native English speaking parents and students choosing what they perceive as an American name, and I'm here to teach them English. So I am going to teach them how to spell it correctly. So for instance, I had a student who told me her name was Angel, but it was spelled like this. This is not Angel. Now, in America, if a parent wants to name their kid Angel and spell it like this because they think it's clever, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they're in China. They don't speak English natively, and so it's my job to tell them. So I will ask, I'll say, "Oh, Angel," and then I just do this. This is not controversial. I'm not hurting their feelings, or I'm not worried about making them angry with me. I'm just going to say, in America, just like any other word, in America, this is angle, like this. Angle. Is your name Angle? Now, if they want to have the name Angle, whatever. I don't care. I'll tell you about that in a minute, what I think about that. But if they say their name is Angel, I will say, in America, we spell it Angel. Angel. Okay? Angel. That's it. I'm done. I say nothing else. I go on with class. I call her Angel the whole class. Okay? Then I am just writing to the LP in that bottom of the feedback form. I'm just typing. Please explain to parents that the English spelling of the child's name is Angel. They are spelling the name incorrectly in English. I'll do that I did that 2 or 3 times. The name never changed. I might say in LP, please help the parent change the child's name in the portal. Now, of course, I'm going to type in teacher to teacher feedback, my policy. I'm going to say this child's name is Angel. I have told the LP that it's spelled incorrectly, or I've told the child it's spelled incorrectly. I want the next teacher to know that the child's name is really Angel when they come in. And I want to remind myself that I have told the LP. So I've seen other names like that, okay? And I've seen it from other teachers, so I'm going to use some of those that other teachers have told me about, or I've seen in Facebook groups. So the name is spelled like this, and the student is pronouncing it Jake. I need to correct that. This is a very English name. It's a very common name. It is not pronounced Jake. I will just say, oh, in America, this is Jack. Are you Jack or Jake? Now they're either going to say, oh yeah, Jack, great, Jack. Or they're going to say, no, I am Jake. Oh, okay, in America, it is not Jack, and I'm going to erase, and I'm going to show them the E's on the end. In America, Jake is spelled like this. And I might even have the student spell it, Jake. Now, if they get real insistent, no, no, okay, good, good, whatever, just go on, smile big. Either way, whether they accept it or they don't, I'm going to type to the LP. Student says his name is Jake with a long A. In America, we spell it Jake. Please explain to the parents that they can change this in the student's profile. So I've seen one with Jake. I've seen, I had one named Arnold. Arnold is a fairly common English name, Arnold, and it was Arnold. Ode. He was pronouncing it Ode. No, if he comes to America and he gets all the way to high school, exchange student, or he comes to University in America and his name is spelled Arnold, and he insists that it's Arnold, he is not going to sound like a native English speaker. Now, if he wants to keep it at that, I'm fine with that. But it is my job to explain that that is not how we say it in America. In America, we say, and I just explain. And if I've explained it a few times, a number of classes, and they still don't change it, that's okay. I've done my job. I've given them the explanation, and I've told the LP. I've had many parents thank me for helping them with the English pronunciation. Now, and don't worry about it. If they're younger ones especially, they're going to change their American name 10 or 12 times. Now, just as a quick little side note, listen, if it's a little 4-year-old and they want to choose the name hamburger, I don't care. I'm going to call them hamburger. Or French fries. Or ice cream. I'm not going to say anything. But once they hit level 3 and up, if they have chosen an inappropriate academic name, I feel that I want to tell them that. And this is what I say. I don't say that in class. If they've chosen a name that is perhaps inappropriate for academic work, I do not say that out loud in class at all. Okay? But I will say it to the LP, and I will say it in parent feedback. It was so fun to teach hamburger today. Hamburger is a fun name in America. It is not an appropriate school name in America. Would he like to choose an appropriate school name? And that's it. I'll call him hamburger, but I'm going to say it's not inappropriate. Now, many names are gender neutral. Jean is a gender neutral name. Bobby can be a gender neutral name. But some names just are not gender neutral. And the students and the parents may not understand that. Okay? Now, again, in America, name your kid whatever you want. I'm a teacher in a brick and mortar. I'll call your kid whatever mom tells me to call the kid. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm talking about teaching English. So if I have a boy and he's level 4 and I know it's a boy and his name is Amber or Buffy, maybe Buffy, I don't know, but certainly not Amber or Tiffany, it is my job to tell that family that Amber is not a boy name in America, usually. So I use that word usually, and I'll say it in feedback, and I'll say it to the LP. It was very nice to teach Amber today. Usually in America, Amber is a girl name. Would he like to continue with Amber, or would he like to choose a boy name? Now, notice, I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just asking. I'm giving them the info. And then I'm asking them what they would like to do. And that's as far as I go. I'm not insisting. I'm just giving them. Now, Amber may have very well thought he was choosing Andrew. They're very similar. They have a B, sounds like it looks like a D. Kids mix those up. We've got ER and we've got RE. So it's very possible they just didn't know, or they just kind of liked the sound of it, or they knew it was Amber was like a color name. So we have no idea why. But my personal policy is to tell them the information that I know about what is usually in America, how the name is pronounced or how it is used. Give them the correct spelling or pronunciation of whatever their name is. Okay, so I had a girl named Annie, but it was spelled A-N-N-E. I told her that Annie is usually spelled I-E and Ann with just an E, and she chose one and we were good to go. Okay, so give them a choice, give them the information, tell them they can choose, and that this is what I do, and I just let them go from there.